Hello everyone, today we'll talk about picture tool in Rhino. We'll go to the command line, we'll type picture and we'll select the picture we need from our computer. We'll click open and now you always have to look at this command line, like what does it want from you, and Rhino will tell you over here. So it wants first corner of the picture. Let's click here, and now it's saying it wants second corner of the picture. Let's click here. Now, with this picture, you use a picture tool and plot a picture inside the liner. Now, this picture is at any scale. We don't know the scale of the picture. We don't know the dimensions. And now to put some proper dimensions and to scale this image, we'll put 2 points anywhere. Let's say this door is usually 1 meter. Let's say from this point to this point in Rhino is 2 meters. Now, we'll type distance to take measurement between these 2 points, and it's just 1.034 millimeters, which means we want to scale it to 2 meters. So we'll draw a point, copy, and move. Now this is our other point. Now we'll click on the image, we'll type scale, just a simple scale, says base point. I'll select the base point. You can select a factor or you can pick a first reference point. So let's pick this as first reference point, and second reference point is where the point where we want to scale our image to. This is my second reference point. Now, just to check if we have everything as we wanted, we'll do distance to check the dimension, and then we'll go from this point to this point. It's about 2 meters. So we have scaled our door. Now, so this drawing is scaled. Now the other scale dimension in Rhino is scale 1D. Let's check that dimension. I'll draw a cube, zoom out from here, zoom in on this, and I'll change the view to, let's say, shaded. I'll type scale and 1D, scale 1D, select the base point, select scale factor. I will just pick first reference point. We'll talk about object snap after this. I'll turn on midpoint, which it says is here, second reference point, maybe the full end. It scales in this X direction. The second command we want to look at is scale 2D. We'll say select objects to scale, we'll click on it, press enter, and it says select base point. We'll select this point as base point, and then it says we can enter a scale factor or we can choose a, let's enter scale factor of 2, and it increases in this direction by 2. Now similarly, we'll do scale 1D, select the base point, select the reference point. We can either choose a second reference point or maybe choose a dimension of 2 meters. So it reduces in size because it was a big box. So it's reduced in size. Similarly, if we go scale is 2D, we can see that it's scaling in this direction. I'll just right click on this. We can see that it's increasing in this direction and in this direction. It's going in X and Y. Similarly, if we go try to scale it in this view, you'll see it goes in Z and X axis. And if we go in this view, so it reduces in Z and Y axis. We can enter a number or we can just eyeball it and just use a mouse to scale it. The other command I like to talk about is the line tool. Obviously, anything you're doing in Rhino or in architecture, you want to be able to draw lines. So this is called zoom extends. So it zooms in everything which is in the image. So the line tool is here. It says polyline. There's a single line tool. Just to check, it just draws one line. Or we could, the next one is polyline tool. The difference between the both lines is that when you do polyline tools, you get connected lines, and then you can form a closed curve. Now, for example, we have a plan over here. We could go use polyline, draw a quick outline to the plan, right, and then we have a quick outline to the plan. Right? We have a plan, and now the next tool after polyline tool would be line from midpoint. So middle of line, we select middle of line, and you can see it extends in both directions. We can either, we'll talk about ortho later, but we can either select a point on screen or just add a dimension. And when we check the dimension of this line, so you'll see it's 20 meters. Even though I added 10, but it was extended from the midpoint, so it added 10 on both sides.